Today I bring to you a review. People who are subscribed on the Laser as a Meta channel will probably already know what this is a review of. But for those of you that have no idea what it is a review of, surprise! It's a towel review. Now, towels aren't really all that exciting, so I'm not really sure how much I'm going to be able to say on this towel because, you know, it's a towel. But towels are pretty important with dreadlocks because drying dreadlocks is important. You don't want to leave dreadlocks damp for extended periods of time, and so you're going to be making heavy use of towels. You want a towel that is absorbent, practical, and also not going to flake off into your hair. So I have purchased recently this towel here, well, a pair of these towels. It's a microfiber towel from Rockinglocks.com that I have bought myself. I bought this for myself for my own personal use, and I thought other people would like to know what I think about it. So I'm going to start with the good points, the pros, and then circle around for the bad points, the cons. Okay, so first off, let's have a look at the towel. Let's investigate the towel. Let's analyze the towel. Okay, here we go. You can see it is black, it is rectangular, it's towel-ish, towel-shaped. For those of you who are interested, I will measure the towel. It is about 85 centimeters, which is about 33 inches. And across we have 46 centimeters, which is about 18 inches. It's not the world's largest towel, but I will come back to that. Anyway, the good points of the towel. First off, I was quite happy with the cost that I paid for it. Now, I don't purchase a lot of towels. I'm not a towel buyer by trade. So my towel buying experience is limited, but I thought this was fairly decent. I think I paid somewhere between £4 and £5 for this. Now, normally for drying dreadlocks, I will use beach towels, and when I say beach towels, I literally mean towels that you buy at the beach. So, you know, the ones with the pictures of wherever you are on them. Sometimes they have a map or a dolphin. I don't know why they always have dolphins. It doesn't matter what beach you're at, they will sell a beach towel with a dolphin on. And I like to buy those, and I don't remember, the last time I bought one was maybe $3 or $4. So this is obviously more than that, but I think it will hold up better, and it is a better towel, as I will come to in my other pro points. Next up, it is really light. I like light towels for drying my dreadlocks. My dreadlocks are heavy enough when they're wet. If I'm gonna wrap my hair up, so I wrap it up and hold it up, I don't want something that is also heavy. So really thick absorbent towels are often really thick and heavy towels, and they weigh on my head, pulling on my neck and also pulling my dreadlocks. They're uncomfortable and I don't like that. That's normally why I go for beach towels, because they are really light. This is probably even lighter than a comparable sized beach towel. I mean, you can't really see in the video maybe, but it is very thin and lightweight. It's not a problem to have it on my head because it doesn't really feel like I'm having anything on my head. So that is another thing that I like about this towel. The next pro, it doesn't flake. Now, some towels will flake off little bits of fluff when you're drying your dreads, so you're rubbing them and you get tiny little bits coming off, and these can lead to lint building up in your dreadlocks. I've seen people get lint that's of varying colours, so like, why am I getting lint that's this colour? And I say, well, is your towel that colour? Like, oh, yeah. These fibres are really small and it does not seem to flake off at all. Now, I mean, I guess I'd have to use it for a really long time and see how it holds up long term. And I would think over a long enough period of time you'd see bits of towel start to flake off because, you know, it's being used. But versus other towels that I'm used to using, I would say that this is less likely to lead to excess lint coming off. Now, the main pro, the thing that I've been building towards, the best thing about this towel, I'm sure many of you will already know, especially if you've ever used one of these, is it is scary absorbent. The best way that I can describe it is, you've probably seen, I'm guessing, those commercials on TV for paper towels, kitchen towels, these paper rolls that you use to mop up stuff in the kitchen when you spill something. They have those commercials, right, where they spill some scary neon liquid and they get one square of the leading competitor's paper towel and they put it down and it just all falls apart and just moves the moisture around and doesn't actually soak anything up. And then they come with their patented super paper towel and it just sucks everything up and it's great, right? That is kind of what happened with this. I've been using towels a long time, pretty much as long as I've needed to dry myself. So I wasn't really expecting a whole lot because I'm like, what can a towel do? But I will get out of the shower and my dreads will be dripping, and if I use a regular towel or my beach towel, I will have to rub and rub and rub, and that will soak off the water. I used one of these, have my dreadlocks down, wrap my dreadlocks in this and just squeeze, and it just sucks up all the water on the outside of the dreadlocks. They just stop dripping. It's taking all the outside water off. It's not magic. It doesn't suck all the water from the inside of the dreadlocks. It hasn't dried them instantly, but it is a lot more absorbent than anything I've ever used before, and it kind of gets rid of that annoying phase where I get out of the shower and I just want to get my dreadlocks dry enough so that I can go and either find clothes or the hairdryer or something, but I'm annoyed because my hair is dripping. This just instantly stops them from dripping. They will drip more if I wait long enough because more water will soak down, but it is very, very absorbent, like nothing I've ever used before. And let's move to the downsides, the cons, the things that aren't so great about this towel. And the main one, the biggest one, the one that makes me kind of sad that it does this, is that it's this size. Again, I measured it at the start. Some of you may have already thought it from seeing it. It's not very big. I would say that it's maybe a third of the size of what I will normally use. Now this is a particular problem for me with longer dreadlocks. If you have shorter dreadlocks, it's going to be less of an issue. But when I get out of the shower, I lay the dreadlocks down, wrap the towel around, wrap them up and flip them up. This is not long enough to cover all of my hair, and it is only just long enough this way, so it's not wide enough to cover all my hair, it's only just long enough this way to actually be able to be tied around my head. This means that it kind of has limited use. So while it's super absorbent and great and doesn't flake, in actual practical use, its size means that it's kind of, well, when I'd be using it, I'm replacing another towel. So if I'm getting out of the shower, I'm using X number of towels to get through the whole drying process. The point would be that this would replace a towel that I'm already using, but because it only does one job really for me, and that's drying and being able to hold up the front dreadlocks, it doesn't really completely replace the use of the towel that I'd be using there normally. So normally I'd be using a larger towel. I'm able to hold up the dreadlocks, squeeze them, dry the dreads, and also use it for wrapping around my dreadlocks while I use the blow dryer inside. When it's this small, I'm almost having to go and still use a second towel just for when I wrap the dreadlocks up later. So it's, I don't know, it's hard to say. I really wish that it was bigger. Basically, if this was, I don't know, maybe twice as wide or something, or wider, a little bit wider and a little bit longer, it would be the ideal towel, and it would be a towel that I would specifically pack when I'm going somewhere. So I'd say I'm not going to use the towel at the motel or the hotel, or use the towels wherever I'm going to dry my hair. I will specifically pack this because it's great. But at the moment, since it's small, it's kind of not completely replacing the use of another towel. Okay, so that was my review of the microfiber towel from Rockinglocks. I hope it was maybe interesting for some of you guys that have been asking about microfiber towels and this towel specifically and what I thought about this towel. I will leave a question for you guys if you're interested. What do you use to dry your hair with? I know that's kind of a random question, and any other sort of YouTuber's video they'll be like, what is he asking? But, you know, I've used these. Normally I will use a beach towel. Do you dry your hair with anything specific? Is there any specific type or brand or shape or colour of towel that you find most effective for drying your hair? If you liked this video, found it helpful, useful, informative, entertaining, you can click the like button. If you'd like to see more videos from myself in the future, you can click the subscribe button, and then they will be sent to your YouTube subscription feed. If you're looking for dreadlocks tips, help, advice, guides, tutorials, all my stuff is available on lazydreads.com. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Farewell!